Okay, so here's a quick review of the Z900 RS from Kawasaki. I believe the RS stands for really special, not really completely sure of that. Let's see how she rides. Looks a bit of a brute. The fuel tank looks huge, but I guess it's mostly contoured over the top of the air intake. Nice gauges, clicking up there. And a nice throaty burble. Let's whack it into first. Kind of got quite a tight feeling gearbox. Pulls away nicely. Nice close clutch feel to the bar. Just enough to squeeze your little finger and your ring finger under the lever to pull away from. I guess that's something you could just adjust. A nice little burble on the overrun, just going downhill. Not sure you can hear that, but let's whiz it round here, see what we can make of this machine. Here we go. Yeah, brisk acceleration. It straight away gives you a bit of a wall of power as you open the throttle. You feel that much more than on a sports bike with the upright riding position. That bolt upright like you're in some sort of doctor's waiting room, ready for your next round of medication. But our medicine here is, of course, the thrill of the ride. Fifth gear, uphill, 3,500 RPM at, well, let's just say a fraction over 40. Really throaty intake sound that just comes resounding through that treasure chest of a fuel tank. Underneath it beholds an inline-4 engine. It's a sleeve version of the 1000cc model, producing 109 horsepower, stepping off a 200 horsepower sports tour and onto this one. Actually, this felt at least as powerful. Again, I think from that upright position you feel all of the weight of your chest being thrust back as you wind open the throttle. Yeah, it's a kind of gentle pull at first, I suppose. Depends, of course, how high up the rev band you are. So I sort of drop down a couple of gears now. Second gear, let's do about 25 and then open it up. Oh yeah, that's a good pull, good pull. I think I'm a little bit used to it now. I've done a ride already and it feels good. Feels plenty enough for the road. You know, again, doing a fraction over 40 here perhaps, just concentrating on the road ahead. And you can feel the wind in your chest already from this sit up and beg riding position. Of course, it looks like a relic of the 70s, but underneath its aged exterior lies some modern technology. It's got the Kawasaki traction control system, 2 modes. I think they're controlled over here. I don't know, I've not actually used it. It's in mode 1, which I presume means just one level of traction control is in use at the moment. Wheel hasn't spun at the back. I haven't managed to pull a wheelie. I've not tried that hard. It's got a digital clock. I imagine the old version had an analog clock. And what else can we say? Fuel level, quite low. Temperature, also quite low. Should probably let it warmed up before I gave it full beam. So there we have it. What else can I tell you about it? Well, things I noticed. Yeah, that roar from the intake is really quite lovely, but there's another sound you may have picked up, which is of course the trumpety sounding exhaust. It's down there. Yep. Checking it's still there. Of course it is. It's not going anywhere. It's attached to the motorcycle and it gives some lovely trumpety notes low down, burbling away. But high up it does sort of get louder and louder as revs go up. Funny thing. There is, of course, zero wind protection, no screen. I imagine if you're commuting on this, you'd have some big, great commuter screen you could fit on there and really spoil the whole bike. It's not really needed for why we buy these bikes, is it? Yeah, nice feeding machine. Bright yellow car. Has he spotted me? Yes, good. Right, let's carry on up the road here. It's been raining today, so I'm not going to go silly. And fairness, this isn't my bike either, so I'm even less inclined to drop it on the floor. So the brakes are really effective. There's one at the front, one at the back, and they seem to work really well. It's got ABS, I believe. But yeah, the back brake that really works. I mean, some big bikes, the back brake doesn't do anything, but this one, it really grips. The front brake as well, easily single finger or single finger braking is available. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not sure it really likes corners, this bike. I don't think it's particularly keen on going round them, much like these people. But that's part of the attraction, I think. This bike isn't built for the track. It's kind of built in the 60s for looking like a motorbike should, or at least used to. And the engine's just strapped in the middle there, so you've got to coax it round, and that adds to character, definitely. You sort of lean it over and just hope. That's my technique. Coming back to the electronics here, we've got this lovely eco sign that comes up here. Flashes up when you're basically not on full gas. It sort of makes you think you're saving the planet. There it goes. Oh, open the throttle, goes, let go of the throttle. It comes back. What the point of that is, I have no idea. Just a waste. I mean, that's a waste of electricity, really, putting that sign on there. We've got the traction control. There's no quick shifter. Why anyone would want a quick shifter on this bike is beyond me. But to be honest, I thought it had one when I was using it at first, because I'd come from the school of clutchless gear changes anyway, and it just easily works up and down the gearbox, which is a nice tight gearbox. Very little kind of movement there in the lever required to fire up and down the gears. And if you match the res nicely, it just, enjoys a gentle clutchless gear change. Certainly no need for the quick shifter. Couldn't remember which way to go there. The low speed handling, very well behaved. It's obviously got a good turning circle. It's something like 200 kilos. But you don't really feel that. Once you're moving, it feels like a pretty small bike. Short wheelbase as well. Don't know how short, quite short. So yeah, the throttle, low down, it's a little bit on off. That's not just me being cat-handed, I don't think. It is a little bit on off. Not enough to really bother you. Smoother throttle response is available, like manufacturers. Road is mucky. Oh, there we go. ABS kicked in there on the back. That powerful back brake, really earning its keep. Just backing the end round as the car came swinging around the corner, not expecting to see such a vivid spectacle of retro motorcycle. I should really be wearing a brown leather jacket, but I've instead gone for brown leather shoes. I don't don't have a brown leather jacket, so there we go. There we have it. Now, you might imagine yourself at this point, you've hopped on your motorcycle, going to meet the guys for a cup of coffee, maybe a single light session beer somewhere, and just hang out around your motorcycles, leaning against them in the sunshine and chortling away as you make amusing discussion. Oh, it's really not what we're going to do, is it? But you can imagine, and that would be the bike for the task. It's a bike that says, "Hi, I like motorcycles. I like the concept of motorcycles, and I want to embody that concept. I want to ride bikes like my dad rode bikes, but with ABS. This is not a biking road. This is a track. Why I came up here, well, who knows? No one really knows, least of all me. I'm just following the road. But maybe this is just the sort of road for a bike like this, if not a GS. Because it's not about speed, is it? It's about enjoying the ride and looking cool while enjoying the ride. Do you think you do? Yeah, we're just sat here comfortable. Could be just drinking a cup of tea really at this position. I mean, if you put a desk here, you could use it as an office chair. It's really that comfortable. The only thing that I'm not entirely getting on with is this sort of ribbed seat arrangement. That seems to cause some rocking. Maybe I need to get tighter underwear, but a little bit smarting. That's a personal issue, though. I don't want to spoil your viewing. The Z900 RS then. I wasn't expecting to like this bike as much as I do.